Hi, if you are new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. This month we are going to finish watching this season of the anime To Your Eternity, as usual, as requested on Patreon. So we are watching episodes 16 to 20 in December, and then we'll see what will be requested after that. But today we are watching 16th episode of Anime to Your Eternity, so let's get to it. Let's go. Alright. Oh. Yeah, but we got it all back, right? Yeah, he relied on teamwork, so to say. Well, teamwork came to him. Yes. That was such a pretty scene. Yeah, probably. I think I said it in some of the conclusions before that, yeah, for us, like as a viewers, of course, you feel bad for him and for Pioran, but from the point of view of his creator, it's probably a good thing he ended up on this island because, yeah, it's a huge growth opportunity as a person and his abilities, and also as I probably already mentioned before, now he is learning teamwork, right? The benefits of working as a team, of having like friends, um, doing things together. Even though, yeah, he was together with Gugu as well, but that was relationship of having a brother. The first relationship with March was like having a mom and like a parent, right? A parent, a sibling, and now friends. So this makes a lot of sense. It seems like in this season, Imma is going through this evolution as a person, learning as any regular human would. Well, most humans, they have. Parents, many of them have siblings. I say most have parents because obviously you need parents to come into this world, but it doesn't mean they will be present in your life, obviously. But usually you would still have some kind of parental figure most of the time, right? And yeah, the children's dreams. Yeah, I think I kind of repeated all my thoughts that I voiced before. Okay. Wait, she offered it. Oh, he's already drinking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's still a form. Yeah. Well, not really controlled. I think he has his own will. That's always dangerous in the anime. That's nice. When people start talking about dreams, you know. Usually they die after that. Well, she's very beautiful. That's fair. And then you can have a new dream. Having friends? Yeah, that's not very specific. What's that? Nuts? Oh, fasol. Wait, what's called? Beans. Oh, yeah, that's super useful. Yeah, but she's drinking cow's blood, but she doesn't want anything that comes from his body. Okay. Because the ones that he copied were spiked with sleeping, like powder pills, whatever, right? And so it regains these qualities as well. So he's getting a glimpse into her inner thoughts. Guess that's she woke up really quickly. Yeah, well, at least she said sorry. And I think he's kind of warming up to her, right? After getting to know her better and stuff. And reading her diary very intrusively. Interesting. They have like different language, not Japanese here. But they're still writing from right to left. So that's like a long time dream. That seems like a nice place, so that was like off the island. Decided, so it wasn't. And because she was alone. Yeah. So she made a decision to go with her dad. Well, that's understandable. Like, she doesn't have any parents left. I think. And I think it's highly probable that her dad wasn't actually the murderer? That's how he died? No, that is silly. Yeah, the risk is too high to leave your kid completely alone. And I guess that's what happened. Yeah, I know he wants like the best for her, but yeah, right. That is a bit irresponsible, I think, as well. Yeah, and she has to see him die, obviously. Oh gosh. And kill a lot of people too. But that's also horrific, like seeing him kill a lot of people. Maybe she meant died metaphorically? Looks like he survived the tournament at least. Ah, right, that's only the first round though. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think maybe she's trying to convince herself that her dad is dead because she doesn't want to believe that this person who murdered everyone can be her dad. And he was always like so sweet and kind with her. Oh, that's her diary. And there's a note from dad. Yeah, so he. Wait, he came. Someone poisoned him? That is very interesting. And now she's meeting her friends. She's very strong willed, though. She's a very strong person. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 14, that's now. Yeah, as we suspected. That's that Yanome guard. Yeah, that's totally her. You can even see. Bibes? Wait, they're also selling criminals as slave or something? What did she mean here? Yeah, that is probably a turning point. Oh, now I didn't notice before, like new drawing said that of Gugu and of Parona on the wall. That's cute. Yeah, I remember to talk more like in the conclusion about her and her dad. Um, about her backstory. Oh, we found Baran. Oh, so cute. Oh, even cuter. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Hoping for the best, of course. I know this anime is super sad, and usually it ends in like people he meets in them dying. Oh, he goes against her actually. She changed so much, like visually. You can still recognize her, especially because of her wounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it like shows again that it was her arrow that killed March. So I have to say, but she does look cool, okay? She looks completely crazy, but she looks cool. And I wonder, like, he's mad right now. He might actually. With the opponents he didn't know, he was more considerate. Oof, that's horrible. Oof. That's a cool use of abilities. Oh, wait. She says it in a kind of creepy way, I don't know. So you killed her? Gosh. Like, we didn't see how she died, right? So she came with like all the god and finally got to her and killed everyone there in the village. Even oof. That's horrible. Last time we saw them, Parona was fine and it looked like they drove Megard away. And now we get this, like, this is horrible and just like, oof. And I think it's interesting because I think Tanari appreciates that he didn't go for the kills before, because she kind of hated her father, so to say, maybe not the best word, for killing a lot of people. He actually did kill them and looked like he was happy, right? So I think she appreciated Imma's approach. But now he's super mad. Wait, will he actually lose? The same poison? She just slapped him? I think, yeah, the incapacitation works as well. She actually won because of his rage, I think. I think the idea is that, yes, he was blinded by rage and... Why is that sword moving in her hand? Wait, that's the end of the episode now. Okay, I kind of saw the ending before. I want to look at the sword again. That's so strange. Why is it moving? That looks so creepy. Wait, I'm super confused. Maybe I took too long of a break from watching To Your Eternity. Okay, what is going on with this blade? Okay, let's just start from the beginning, I think. So that is quite an interesting backstory for Tanari, with Tanari and her dad, because I feel like it is left ambiguous what happened to her mom. I feel like we also saw her dead, but without any apparent wounds or blood. She was just lying on the floor. So we don't even know the exact cause of death. And then she said, like, everyone decided that dad was a murderer, but we don't know for sure. Actually, we didn't even see like enough of their family dynamic. From what we saw of her dad talking to her, like interacting with her, and maybe like a little, like 1 second with her mom, they seemed like a happy family. When he came home, for example, the mom was happy to see him. But in many cases, in most cases, even if one partner dies, usually the other partner is the main suspect. And oftentimes it is actually the case, because the murders where the person knows another person and kills them for some particular reasons, some kind of hatred, some kind of gain, etc., etc., right? They are happening more often. I think they're more likely to happen maybe than just random murders, because you need some motive for the murder. And even though, yeah, that's like the serial killers exist, and they chose victims that they don't know these people, right? So you could say like random victims. Well, maybe there is some method to it. And of course we kind of hear a lot about serial killers, but still these are more like separate cases, more rare cases, I would say. Well, I'd hope so. But in fact, I think it's more likely, yeah, that if a person is killed, they were killed by someone close to them, and like your family, your partner, someone who lives with you, they would be the main suspects. And so that's why I think it's understandable why people thought that her husband killed her, but at the same time it's not necessarily the case. It could be something else. It could be a burglar coming in and accidentally killing her because she saw him, for example. It could be someone else, because as I said, we don't really know much about their family. Maybe she ate something bad she didn't know she had like a huge allergy to, and died, and people thought she was poisoned. Like something like that could happen as well. We don't know. And the idea is that Tanari saw her dad and she didn't believe that he could be the murderer. And also she was being left alone because her mom is dead. Her dad is being taken to the prison island, so she will be an orphan here without anyone. And I think that is also completely understandable, why, especially as a little kid who doesn't can't really know what is she agreeing on, so to say. Imagine you're a little kid and you're in this situation. One of your parents is dead, and your other parent, who you also love a lot and you don't believe that they are a murderer, being sent away somewhere. And you are kind of facing a choice: are you staying here completely alone, or are you going with your parent? I think many kids would say, I want to go with my mom, with my dad, right? So that is to be expected. I think I completely understand why she made this choice. And she didn't really know what would happen on the island, but then she was there with her dad, and he seemed like he was taking care of her, and he was very sweet to her. And I feel like they could maybe live here kinda peacefully, keeping maybe more of a low profile, and she probably would be fine with that. Well, obviously it wouldn't be perfect, it wouldn't be like the happiest life, but I think here the idea is that she believes that her dad is not the kind of person who would kill someone else. And then he says, I'm going to go to that tournament, and she's already unhappy with that, but then she goes to this tournament and watches it, and she sees and it is completely also highlighted in the anime, all the moments where he is, how to say it, ruthlessly killing other opponents, right? And when she sees, we are now talking only about her point of view, then I'll talk about the dead. And she sees all of it, and she thinks to herself, this is not my dad, this is not him as I know him. He looks like he's enjoying it, he looks like he's happy. And before that, she mentioned, I don't like the people on this island because it seems like they're just enjoying violence, they're just enjoying feeling of control, and that is despicable. And then she sees her dad in this light, and that's why she says to herself, no, he's dead to me, it's not my dad, it's not him, I don't want to believe him. I'll go to this pile of corpses and I'll find the corpse of my actual dad, because that person was not him. So this is kind of a self-delusion that she was indulging in here. But then she still goes to the meeting point, after hearing that he won the whole tournament, it seems, right? She goes to the meeting point, and he even left her present. And at first I thought, okay, maybe the idea will be you just leave alone, right? You just get off the island because I won and I'm the leader and I can make you get out on this boat, right? I will be like staying here. And but he did come, and she saw that he did, and maybe she was also like she came to this meeting point. So I think if he wasn't poisoned, if he was fine, she would live again with him in the boat and kind of give him a second chance. But then she also, I think, in that scene saw the consequence of this, that he became a leader, but becoming this winner of the tournament, you also become the main target that everyone wants to kill. And also there was another layer here, because this dude said this is for like name, I don't remember the name, so he killed their friend obviously in the tournament, and they wanted to take revenge. So there's also a layer of that. When you go into the tournament, you kill a lot of people, and these people might be like friends, relatives, etc., of other people on the island. So now you also have that mark of revenge on your back. And it was a bit strange how he was coming here drinking, and at the same time already there he fell and kind of already understood what's happening. I don't know, this just happened a bit too fast. I think if he drank before and then kind of felt that he's been poisoned and crawled and was like, oh, and there was some realization in his eyes, but I don't know, it felt like this just it was drawn in a strange way, this scene, I feel like. But in any case, her complete lack of reaction, I think, can be explained by the fact that she already had this moment of dissociation from her dad after the tournament. So when she saw him die, it wasn't something new to her, because in her heart, her dad was already dead for her, you know. But that is super unfortunate. But she also said, like, now I'm going to write my own story. She accepted his gift of a diary. She didn't take the boat. The boat was here. Maybe because he died, she couldn't like leave anymore, or maybe she thought like, where am I going to go alone in this fucking boat? I don't think it's quite clear to me. And then she met her friends, and kind of everything got better. But yeah, as I said, she isn't very much like appreciative of violence, obviously. And I think she liked that Imma was considerate of his opponents. But now in this fight, well, okay, let's talk about the fight later. Let's concentrate on her backstory for now. So her dad, we don't know if he killed mom or not, but he did kill a lot of people in the tournament. Now, we don't really see his inner thoughts, but you can imagine he wanted the best for his kid, for his daughter. Maybe he wanted also the freedom for himself, obviously, and maybe he also felt like he was unfairly put on this island if he didn't kill the mom. He was a strong big dude, and he managed to kill everyone. So we didn't really, I think, see his face while he was murdering these people, but after everything has ended and he was standing there smiling, I feel like maybe she saw it as in, oh, I enjoyed the killing. But I think it could completely be like, thankfully I got through it, I did it, I won, and now we are going to gain freedom. You know, this could be a completely different smile. It doesn't necessarily mean that he enjoyed the violence. Maybe he felt like he has to do it, and he had maybe to like step over himself, I'm not sure how to say it, right, to commit this violence, because he isn't immortal like Imma. He has to attack his opponents, he has to kill them to advance in this tournament, right? It's really hard to win this when everyone is out to kill you and you are like a pacifist, right? So that is completely understandable. And then so he wanted freedom for his daughter. He did what he felt like he needs to do. He saw the opportunity and he tried to take it. And then he prepared the boat, he prepared a gift for her, and he came to the meeting place. He was going to live with her. And I think all of these moments and just his facial expressions and everything I saw points to him actually being a good person that loved his daughter and wanted the best for his daughter. And again, we can't know what happened to mom. It's completely unknown. I actually think that's probably he didn't kill her. But yeah, again, at the tournament he showed the capacity to kill someone else. Because I think if it happened the other way, if he entered the tournament and he maybe got to a moment where he has to kill someone and he wouldn't be able to do it and died because of it, I think for Tonari it would be a bit different. It would be a confirmation that he definitely did not kill her mom, in her eyes at least, because she would think, okay, he couldn't even bring himself to kill this random person, so he probably wouldn't be able to kill my mom as well, right? And even if he died, her memory of him would be like, how to say, not soiled, would be brighter and more respectful. She would think, yes, my dad was definitely an innocent man and he died trying to gain freedom for us, and maybe then her personality, her life would go a little bit in a different direction. But I still feel like, yeah, he wasn't a bad person and his intentions were good. Like, in the end, he wanted to get his daughter off this island and create a better life for her. And yeah, now let's talk about like the tournament, the last round. So it seems that Imma has lost the tournament, and that I think is a bit of a twist, because you watch it and you think like, okay, Imma totally can't lose that, right? So you can't expect him to win. Then when this Yanome guard came out, I thought, okay, so now he's going to get mad. Maybe he actually kills her, and that would be him again, maybe after the fact, distraught that he with his own hands killed a person, even if it's this horrible person. And for Tonari it would be a hard moment, because as I said before, right, she probably appreciates him for not murdering his opponents, but it went in a bit of a different direction and just led to his defeat. But holy shit, that like little flashback of how Parona died, that is so horrific. As I said, like last time we saw Parona, it was so like how to say it, on a happy note. It ended on a happy note because she shot Yanome Guard's hand, and it seemed like the village was ready to defend itself well, and Imma has left, and we kind of I thought that we are leaving this village behind and they will be fine, and Parona and others will defend the village. But then we get this flashback that Yanome guard, like the whole guard there, came there and murdered the people, maybe like all the people in the village, and also held Parona hostage. And then she even said that we did see her like completely chop off Parona's head, but then she said like I didn't do it in the one blow, so she suffered also a lot. It wasn't like super quick and like less painful, so I wouldn't say like painless overall, because it would still be probably fucking painful, but at least that would be quick, right? But she also mentioned like that it wasn't quick and she suffered a lot, and she's like I don't blame him for getting mad. I would get mad as well. Like, what the fuck? And I liked Parona a lot. I thought she was such a cool character as well. She was so brave and cool and everything, and I was just hoping for the best for her. But yeah, in this anime, like, no one is safe. Everyone is dying all over the place. It's just like, this is a horrible place to live. And yeah, so I guess I mentioned all of the points. Now, yeah, there's just the ending. Looks like we lost in the tournament and she won, and her motives are a little bit unclear. It felt like she's super interested in Imma, and she even said, that was my gift to you. And I think she just wanted to kill Parona, but maybe she also like realized that Imma will get this form, and she is maybe like a bit obsessed by Imma, his strengths, his abilities, and stuff like that, and she wants to like see how he's gonna act, how he's gonna grow. Is it possible to kill him? How it's like all the stuff about him, something like that. So it's a bit of like muddy motivation. I can't really put it into words, can't really specify it, but it's something like along those lines. And also now that Imma has lost, it's gonna be harder to get off the island, like officially at least, right? And he wants to get Piran off the island. And Piran has survived for a long time. She's a very old lady. She lived a whole like long life, and now, well, she is still kind of quite nimble and strong in a way, you could say, but still she outlived a lot of young people in this anime. She's doing good. So even though I'm usually like I won't be surprised if like people will be dying all over the place on this island, right? But I also wouldn't be surprised if Pioran just gets off safely and continues traveling with Imma. Like she might die here, but she might also survive. I don't know. She is very durable. I think durable is a word you use for items, but at least you know what I mean. I can, not sure what like resilient. Also, I think resilient is a good word, maybe. But yeah, that was kind of a long conclusion after the episode. But I had a lot to say. I think it was a very interesting episode. But yeah, if you listened to all of this, then please share your thoughts as well on this episode without spoilers, of course. So yeah, that would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.